What up? What up?
Not much, man. What are we thinking today?
Jokes.
Huh.
We're gonna get smashed. We're gonna get smashed by Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Fuck. I just found it out last night.
What?
Film review.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Some teams you're just not gonna match up with.
I didn't realize how good they were on the ground. I know Wayne said they were, but I went back and was like, what? They averaged like 260 yards on the ground each game?
And led the SEC.
Yeah. Damn.
It's Wait, Dickin. We're audible.
Huh?
We're audible.
Oh,
Yeah.
What, you're on?
Yeah. And it can hear.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
no, you just don't tell how much you hate somebody. They're gonna get to hear me say that anyway. So.
Process has the smallest wiener. I hope everyone heard that. I hope they all heard.
Brown spoke yesterday.
Yeah. Someone cut some of that.
It is.
Yeah.
You got a couple.
Yeah.
So yeah, just sound sheet.
Yeah. I have to make sure I'm in there because I keep forgetting it doesn't switch on.
Process function.
So.
The manager says we have.
So what we talking about today, y'all? It's beautiful weather. Did y'all feel that crispy air? Y'all hear that in the background? That's loose cannon process. Morning, Vaughn. What's good? What's going on? God, the game sucked. Well, the trip was awesome. That's gonna suck. What else? I did watch. Oh God. Just going through all the last notes, y'all. Jesus. I did recharge my mouse. I left it on the charger all night. So my mouse is back to full throttle. There's a question of my Nikki. I did put a couple more t-shirts behind the counter. So at any time, if I kind of like signal you and just kind of point out there, somebody, might be stopping by to grab. One's folded terrible, so I can't see the size, but the other is like 4 where you can see the sizes right away. So. Mom's Faulkner, what's going on? Call into the show today. Tell us your baby's having a good time. Good morning, though. Jason, I'm going to get smoked. It's going to break my heart, too. Breakfast. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to get some. Mr. Habelo, how's it going? This is the breakfast. Ginger, raw, unpasteurized honey, lime juice, and warm to hot. But it has gotten a little cooler. So what I'm going to do is I got about 2 minutes to go heat. I'm gonna cap it off with some hot water, so it'll be fine. But I'll be right back. We'll leave it running. Thank you, Nikki.
No problem. Some Lane Kiffin sound on it.
Fucking
The process with world-class network business machines from Ricoh and Savin. High-quality office equipment solutions and services, and the fairest possible price always for you. That's our commitment.
For today and tomorrow.
And our commitment continues from our commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the 7110 Ricoh graphic print system, providing superior color output to include spot varnish options. Duplicator sales, Derby City Litho. Corporate mailing systems, Ricoh and Savin.
Just whistle for duplicator sales and service.
Phone 589-5555. Online at duplicatorsales.net. 831 East Broadway in Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown and Lexington.
This is Bob Valvano. As some of you know, I have stage 4 leukemia. Thanks to 2 new medications that are both less than 5 years old, my progress has been good and my prognosis is strong. Those medications only came about because of research funded from people like you. My late brother Jim said, I need your help. It may not save my life, but it may save someone you love. This research is doing just that. We created Kentuckiana Friends of V, a local 501c3 organization that works in close cooperation with the V Foundation to fund research and preventive initiatives locally, right here in the Kentuckiana area. Won't you consider helping us in that quest? Sign up for an event, volunteer, or just make a donation at kfov.org. You really do help save lives like mine. That's kfov.org.
Taco Bell presents a get-out-of-bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell, because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. Participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus special financing. Ends Monday. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Far post and it's headed in. It's a goal for Louisville City.
Good at 30.
Waterloo City is back in action tomorrow as the boys in purple return to Lynn Family Stadium to take on FC Tulsa. Join Casey Whitfield and me starting at 7:15 for pregame coverage, followed by the game broadcast just past 7:30. It's all right here.
Ready, buddy?
And 680, 105.7, and the ESPN Louisville app.
Something on your mind? Hit us up on the UPS Jobs text line.
Steve not connected.
193.9.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at his steal.
Well done. Well done.
Alley-oop! Oh, my goodness! Marques Maybin! And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marques in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maybin off the steal! Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marques Maybin. You're about midway to the midday with Marques Maybin. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marques Maybin. So sit back and relax and watch Maybin. Break it down like this. Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marques Maybin on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marques Maybin and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marques Maybin. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And I know you felt it. You felt it just like I did. You saw it and you felt it and you were surprised. You saw that sun through your window. You saw that sun when you opened your front door and you said, oh, it's going to be humid. And then you went outside and you felt that crisp morning. It's bright and it's supposed to be hot, but it's just got that little crisp chill to it. You felt it just like I did. You know what that means. Steve Rummage in the building, Nikki V in the booth.
Football weather, baby. That's what it was. Man, I walked outside to I have a garage. So I didn't walk outside. But it was just, man, I rolled the window down because I saw people talking about it on Twitter. And or somebody said, it was kind of cool. So I come out, I rolled the window down. Look, man, I've searched the whole way here for a cloud, and I don't even see a cloud.
Not a cloud in the sky.
I mean, it's just listen.
The look looked like it was supposed to be that same mugginess, but it wasn't there.
No, it's time, man. Listen, it's time. It's football time. It's sports. It's everything you wish for, and it was just a beautiful day.
Nicky Valvano in the booth. What's going on, man?
Well, I wasn't able to see the weather outside because my window is covered in Shenyang posters. So once I stepped outside, though, it was lovely.
Somebody texted yesterday and said the Bashford Manor one was taken down.
Just don't put it on the window.
Listen, because whoever's listening, everybody listens to this show, Steve. And I mean, seriously, everybody listens to this show.
Yeah.
So
I mix my iced coffee here.
They know it. They know what's going on with the Shenyang posters. They see it and it'll stick out in their brain. So people, just for the record, imagine if everybody in the city was listening and you had a business, small or large, that you were trying to get on people's radars and get people thinking about. Why would you not reach out to us?
Why would you not want Steve and Marques coming to your store?
Right.
Think about that.
Yes, like there are partnerships.
You think we want to look at Nick every day?
I don't even want to look at Nick
right.
Day.
Like, yeah.
Speaking of Nick and every day, Steve, Nicky learned another thing about us today.
Okay.
I saw it in his face.
Okay, I'm listening.
Nicky's kind of clock watching and he's looking at his board and things is just something's not right for Nicky.
Sure.
And he was trying not to say anything. I could feel it.
Okay.
He said when it was time to start the show, he says, Steve not connected today?
Mm-hmm.
I said, Nikki.
Pretty good impression. My voice gets kind of high.
I know.
And cracky. When
Yeah.
That's more Marcus. But
Yeah.
Steve, I said, Nikki, don't worry about it. Listen,
Sure.
if he's not here, there's a reason he's not here.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Right.
I haven't heard from him. Yeah.
Or he'll be here when the music starts playing.
Or I was just we're potty training the baby, and he is took a few extra minutes to get him, and the McDonald's line was backed up.
Right.
That's all it was.
But you get the point. Like there is
All's well.
Listen, we trust our teammates over here, Nick. You know,
like it was one giant trust fall. I'm a better person.
yeah. So don't
Thank you,
listen.
guys.
Don't you ever panic if you don't see him here or you don't see him connected. It's no need to ask.
There's only been one time in our history that Marcus had a fun night and slept over. And we really truthfully, it was one show, and we really truthfully had no idea. It was like, I don't know. I don't know where Marcus is. I have no idea.
He's not here and he's not.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
That was like the Dina rule. Like, you got one of those.
Yeah. It was like, I don't know. I mean, most of the time, yeah. I've even called Marcus before from the McDonald's line. It was like, look, I'm committed at this point. So
once you give them
I'll be there.
Like you gotta, yeah.
Yes.
You're in it to win it.
Yeah. Like the awkward thing would be if I reached out to Steve and said, "Hey, buddy, you okay?" he would be like,
"What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with Like, what do you mean? Like,
do I need to get there?
Yeah, right. Is there something going on or going down in the studio that I'm missing?
Tester says potty training or housebreaking the baby. Both.
Well, right.
Yes.
Yes.
He getting the hang of it. I still don't really.
He doesn't growl anymore.
No, he's getting a little better, but he has turned his attention to other things. So he is now jumping. So jumping is the new thing. So he likes to jump on the couch, jump off the couch, see how high he can jump.
Testing his boundaries.
Yeah. So we got a little mini potty that he, okay, like if you sit down to take a number 2, okay, now imagine you turn yourself around and you sit down and you poop. But you're like
facing the thing.
The thing.
I've heard that's actually a better way to poop because you have like a shelf. You can go in there with a book and a beer.
That is true.
I've never done it, but I've heard.
Well, that's the way he pees and poops.
Isn't it time to do isn't it time for us as humans, Americans, to start teaching the kids to do it the traditional way?
Oh.
No, the Asian way.
Oh, with the bidet and everything?
No.
Just cut a hole in the ground.
No, the squat.
I was about to say, have you ever used the squatty potty?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Game changer.
Yeah, the squatty potty, when we buy the toilet seats, we buy the ones that go in like that. And they kind of because when you sit down, I call them squatty. I know it's not the actual squatty potty, but I'm always.
To have your feet, what I'm saying?
You kind of like.
Yeah.
I've never actually used a squatty potty, but I've used basically just whatever I could find in the room. That was the equivalent
No, it's
of
awesome.
It. And
Okay,
I was
so
if I actually had the trademark squatty potty.
But listen.
Imagine
If
bowel
somebody
movements.
can tell you, if they literally could tell you, hey, this is how your body is made to do this.
Sure.
And our whole society is just like, I'm not.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'd rather take that right angle on the way down.
Oh, it just sounds uncomfortable.
Right? It's like, no, y'all, you were designed to go like this. And people would rather complain and take medicine than to change the way they
Stubborn, man.
Golly.
Gabinos, as we say in Italian. Gabinos.
Suck down my caramel vanilla ice coffee.
Right.
I'm like, right. Just get healthy.
You're right. All of y'all.
But I am going to go run as soon as the show's over.
Right. Like I said, we all do just enough to make ourselves feel reasonably like at least we're chasing a goal.
Somebody said squatty potty on every bathroom in my house.
Well done.
Yeah, good job.
That's all, I don't know. That's what I do, man. Yeah, I like it too.
What are your guys' thoughts on bidets? I've never.
Phenomenal.
I've heard they're phenomenal.
The greatest thing you ever used.
I want one.
Listen. Just get comfortable with it. Tell anybody that wants to make fun of you. Say, okay, well, that's fine. Haha.
I feel like
Steve likes his butt clean. Yeah, well, whatever.
I feel like the people that make fun of it have never tried it.
No, and it feels nice
when you get used to
it. Yeah. First couple pressures, depends on how you got the pressure turned up, I guess.
Is there a way you can
Okay,
control that?
abort.
I have like so many questions.
Abort. The title of the show.
Like, well, I've
the
been
title
douched
of
at this
the
point.
show is not like this. And
This is how we go out. Yeah, Steve was talking about getting douched or something. Like,
okay, so this is what we do.
all right, let's do it.
I need your help today. I need the caller's help today. I ruined Nate Huber's morning today. I ruined Nikki V's morning. A couple of people who are on a YouTube channel early,
okay,
could hear our off-air unscripted stuff.
Well, I saw you're not like this, and I was like, "What's going on?" Like, I'm in a great mood. I'm
well,
feeling
Steve,
good.
you've been around me long enough to know what a Thursday does.
Yeah.
Thursday is the culmination of what can go wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
You agree with that?
Sure. Start looking at the game.
Steve, I saw everything wrong. I saw everything bad yesterday.
Okay.
We're just gonna do this in random hits before I even give you the title, the mood, the theme. Just pull up that Coach Brown, right, and just hit that one, because I watched some football. First of all, I watched Jacksonville State against UAB.
I didn't. I
heard I want some UAB players.
I heard Drew and Mark talking about that game this morning, though. But
what did they say? Jacksonville State sucks.
No. Apparently, Blankenbaker was telling Drew that Jacksonville State had some players or some good players or something. I don't know. I guess it didn't work out too well.
Yeah.
4 days. That's right. Actually.
So go ahead and hit one.
It's just Brian Brown.
Just gearing toward an opponent that's really, really good offensively. I think they have one of the best quarterbacks that we'll face all season long in Matt Corral, and then it's trying to simulate that tempo. And I don't think we'll be able to simulate how fast those guys go because they go really, really fast. And we're just trying to condition our guys to get ready for the next play immediately. No celebrating. Trying to make sure that they get the call, get lined up, and just get ready to play. Because when Ole Miss gets you in trouble, is when you're not ready. You're not ready to play. You're trying to make certain checks and things of that nature. Our guys just got to line up and play, and that's what we got to get ready to practice for the rest of the week before that game.
I'm listening to that this morning, and I'm like, if you didn't spend the entire offseason preparing for this one game, like it was when Kentucky used to be at the beginning of the season, right? If you didn't spend your entire offseason preparing for this game, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Matt Corral can play some football.
Mm-hmm.
My God, Steve. They had Alabama.
Yeah.
They had them on their heels. Lane Kiffin goes against any principles that you're used to preparing against. He sees them. He sees tendencies. He spots them. Our linebacker, those pop passes that get us burnt all the time. Sure. Lane Kiffin's awesome at it. The timing of his, tight end leak outs.
Yeah. Which is a scary thing for us.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing for us because the one thing
we have a history of nosy linebackers.
Well, and since we're doing this today, I guess, since we're going to do the why can we be in trouble?
We're going to get blasted.
I didn't love.
We're going to get blasted, y'all.
That Jack Fagot won that job. I kind of was hoping to see Marvin Dallas or somebody's name on there because I worry that that tight end, man, and just and going back and watching some of the games, and it's like, I'm like, I don't love that matchup on the defense. Now, I will say this. I think there's more help back there than there was last year. So, I mean, we'll see, how that, but yeah.
I mean, our safeties are going to have to be all-star level safety, Steve.
Sure. I think they will be. You're
going to have to.
It's a good safety tandem.
You're going to have to tackle you're gonna have to tackle a different level of tackling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
This team would have had to. Okay, put it this way, y'all. We hear defense, off-season defense gotten better, gotten faster. You know, I don't know if we're physical enough for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, Lane Kiffin's gonna make you tackle somebody every single, like, it's not ushering people out of bounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not your speed and just chasing them to the sideline. No, it's not gonna work.
No, I agree. But I think you got a different beast back there mindset wise than we've had in a while.
But
maybe since Calvin Pryor.
A whole game of this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, if Satterfield, if you cannot move this ball at your own pace,
Here's the problem. Texter says even the baby is learning not to pee down his leg, and the Cardinals do the same. Shout out to Baby Rummage. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's going to be the kicker.
And this wouldn't be peeing down your leg.
Yeah, but I think today, because again, today's the day where we're gonna really let feelings out with what we see from the teams. Listen to these numbers: 51, 42, 63, 33, 35, 21, 42, 24, 53, 20. What's the points put up on them last year in each game? If we can't move the football on Monday, I'm not saying we'll win the game, but if we can't move the football efficiently, I will probably come in here on Tuesday and go, man, bowl game would be nice. Because I mean,
this is I'm scared, Steve.
No, I know, but I mean, we should be, and that's not me. That's not the smart aleck response to what you said. Like, well, if we can't move the football, then we suck. Right. I'm saying in general.
You're speaking football lingo.
LSL last night had, oh man, I'll have to find the name because I don't want to. They had a great interview last night from a guy from Mississippi. And I mean, I don't know if he was trying to no sell it or what, but listen to this quote. All right, I got it right here. Well, I had it. Okay, I got it right here. LSL has the guy on last night, and his name was Brad Logan. Okay, mm-hmm. He was from the Brad Logan Show, Logan Media Network. He's from Mississippi. It was a good interview too. He said he thinks Ole Miss will win, but it'd be 3 to 7 points. But listen to this. I think Louisville will be able to run the football at will and have great success passing in the middle of the field with Malik Cunningham. It's a great nickname if he plays well. I think Louisville is going to score a ton of points Monday night. Again, didn't pick them to win, that would be a big thing for me, man. If we can't manage to, again, I'm not doing the move it at will.
What's the number?
Man, 24 to 31. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to pick.
I'm like 35.
Yeah.
You got to put up 35.
I kind of am leaning 31. I'm like, if you can't put up 4 touchdowns and a field goal.
After watching them, it's like, I need 35. And
it's the oddest team, man, because I feel like that. But then I turn around and I'm like, oh, my God, if you can hold them under 40, 45.
No, that's what I'm doing.
It's the weirdest team,
right now, I'm doing hold them under 45 and you score 35.
Yeah.
And I'm going to.
Their running backs are good. They're really good.
Man, listen. I saw him isolate just on a offside, just a weak side off tackle. He's out there 1-on-1 with a linebacker. Boy, he sticks his foot in the ground. He lowers his head and he's going vertical.
Yeah.
And I'm like, geez, that's a bat.
They lost a lot of receiving. Lot at the wide receiver core, but the running backs are good. Texas said they want a safety that can play the hybrid position that can cover better than a linebacker. I agree with that. I just wanted somebody else there. If Maybin was confident, I would be worried. Texas says, I think we'll need to score in the 40s to have a chance. I tend to agree.
Yes.
Unless our defense is, listen, I'm also not
is good, is what I'm saying. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, almost like this has less to do with our defense, and more to just. I looked at their offense, and what
if they're elite?
A quarterback who's been through their system like he has, I see why they, I see what the fuss is. When you watch him play.
I disagree with that, Texter. Texas says, "Come on, man. When has Louisville been able to move the football with Malik? Watch how many times our defense." I disagree with that. I think we can move the ball.
He has always moved the football. The turnovers suck.
I think he did.
He always moved the football.
Yeah. Like, I feel you. I can have this argument, but I think he just doesn't put it in the end zone. I feel like we move it.
He keeps it too often.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we move it though. I feel like the turnovers and the
Satterfield
stuff
has moved the ball.
Yeah,
he has moved the ball since he's been here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel. Well, I mean, you go back and you look, and there's multiple times you look at the thing.
But it goes back to my Petrino thing. Like, if I draw the play up perfectly, like I got argued down on, he's wide open. He dropped the ball. Well, get another dude. It's still Satterfield's fault. Like, no, we're talking about the tactician here. The tactician.
Year 2, year 3. Like, I don't like that.
What do you mean?
Somebody says, well, it's Saturday. Let's not forget, because I think it gets forgotten with both of our coaches, with what we've been through as just emotionally.
Yeah.
This is year 3 of Satterfield.
Really might as well be year 1 and 2.5.
Right. Me and Nikki talked about that yesterday, about how last year was like, you can say what you want, but it was a lot going on. Okay. I mean,
but you get what I'm saying as far as him scheming it up. Like,
but I'm saying you can't hold that against him, right? I mean, come on, we're year 2.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like he
go get a guy like, look, I would have got. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, because and sorry I jumped in on that, but like I hear that too, and I'm like, and when somebody says, "Well, yeah, but it's still his fault," go get somebody else. Well, that time he's recruiting guys. He just got just the other day. Nobody really even talked about it. He got a 3-star receiver out of Georgia, Maurice Turner. He's getting guys like that's coming in. I mean, and I did the uncomfortable thing yesterday too when I said, "Oh," and then I look at. In the NFL, 2 of the guys that we were like, they got cut.
Say you want to say that clear?
I did yesterday. I mean, with Hawkins and Dez. I mean, and Dez got picked up by the practice squad, and I think Hawkins will find himself somewhere, at least the practice squad. But I mean, these are 2 guys that we were just like, he's got this, and when they were indictments on him last year, and like, well,
yeah, like he was just benefiting off of.
Petrino, it's like,
they're just talented, but they're gone now. So no, he's been moving the ball.
Yeah, and then I mean, like I said, they didn't make the teams. That's not a slight. I mean, it's the NFL as opposed to college. I get it, but I mean,
congratulations, Jalen.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big deal to do. Let's see. Somebody said, "What if we hold them under 25 but lose?" That's a good question. That's a good question.
I can handle that.
Yeah, that's a good question. But
if we look at 24-17,
yeah, but how bad does the offense look though? Like if I look incompetent,
as long as it's not turnovers.
Yeah,
as long as not turnovers.
I don't know, man. But they could have got better too.
Explore that one. What do you mean? You want more than 17 points on Ole Miss?
Yeah, I'm like, man, if you can't.
If their defense sucks like that, you're saying you're calling Carr's offense that.
Because I mean, you look at it.
Okay, but what if it's like drops and him just trying to figure out who can handle the lights? You understand?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like again, I'm judging him scheming it up.
And you know what I'm judging him as? Yeah. And in 2 weeks, UCF comes to town, and then and I think that's, you can say that's not fair, maybe, but it's like I'm parlaying I would parlay a bad offense performance into 1 and 2. I think that's my problem. I would go if I watch this game and the offense is just not moving, I think I would go, okay, well, we're 1 and 2 because you're not going to beat UCF.
Mm-hmm.
And that would 1 and 2 is kind of like, oh, okay, we're digging ourselves out now. Even though you're 1 game behind, it's not the end of the world, but it's like
it's a crappy way to start the season.
Such a opportunity here.
You know what? That's exactly what I was coming in here saying. Like, y'all don't realize like the extreme that you're going to come out of this game feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that there's
there's not going to be a meh.
I don't think there is because they're so good on one side, so bad on the other side.
Mississippi.
Yeah. I don't
allegedly.
That's a great point by you because I don't think allegedly because this is game 1 and this is a new year and teams can change. But I don't know that there's we don't know. I think you're going to kind of go, well, either look, I think if you lose 38-35 and the defense makes some plays and the offense makes some plays, I think that may be kind of the 1-ish score. Because when you get up in the 40s and 50s now, I'm like, the defense still gave up 40, 50 points. That's where you're still going to kind of, like maybe 38-35, you're like, okay, let's see.
They had Alabama on their heels, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
And I do mean on their heels.
If they can't stop the run, I agree with you, Texter.
Those Alabama backs breaking tackles, that was like Najee Harris. Somebody he was a problem.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know what Saban was doing on that one.
Well, Kiffin knows Saban too. Like,
I know.
You can't somebody said 45-28 cards, bank it. Well, that would be a extreme one way.
Malik come in?
Because I'd be like, well, Malik coming. I'd be Malik coming in.
What? I said Malik Cunningham.
Yeah, me too. I think we're going to see major improvement on defense. Yeah, I know. I agree. Now, with this said, the first game against an up-tempo team puts a lot of points, may make us look bad. See, that's true too. That's a good text because it's also
they
like
looked good, Steve, against Alabama.
It's gonna be hard to judge today.
They are running their own. Do you think that their defense is bad because Lane Kiffin is in practice chewing them up?
No.
You just think they don't have talent?
That should.
You think Ole Miss lacks defensive talent?
Yeah. And then they lost 3-4 starters to transfer.
Why did they leave?
I know. Like, I mean, let's not forget that they lost a starting safety, a starting corner, a starting middle linebacker, and I mean, give Kentucky the roses for a second. I mean, they'll probably ruin him, but I mean, the guy was like their leading tackler, and he went to Kentucky. I mean, the linebacker, the Jones kid. So, like, yes, it sucks for him. But
I mean, do you think it's like their reputation? Did they just scare him away? Like,
no, I think it's Lane Kiffin, man. Lane Kiffin. That's the give and take. That's the give and take. That's what we love. And
I mean, just is he even interacting with the defense?
It's Bobby 2.0, man. It's Jeff Brom. It's, hey, on any night we might beat Alabama. We're probably going to be around a 7-win team, 8-win team, but we're going to consistently be that every year. But we might beat anybody.
Okay.
We might run Ohio State up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, I have a coaching fear.
Okay,
that a narrative is going to take over. It's going to be the most negative narrative that you could possibly run into.
Okay,
immediately following this game, if it goes anywhere like we think it might go. Quick commercial break. I'll tell you afterwards. Middays with Marques Maybin on 939 The Ville.
Many people have figured out over the last few months what a great thing it is to have a home gym. And many of our listeners have figured out what most of our staff already knew around here, and that's that Fitness Market is the place to turn to when you're starting or adding to your home gym. Right now, Fitness Market is loaded up on strength equipment, dumbbells, kettlebells, squat racks, power racks, Fitness Market has tripled the amount of inventory they normally have, and you can see it all in their newly expanded showroom on the corner of Plantside Drive and Waterson Trail. They have all the great brands like Hoist, Spirit, Body Solid, you name it. The highest quality equipment is at Fitness Market. I love the Precord treadmill I've had for a couple of years from there, and the adjustable dumbbells have proven to be invaluable over the last few months. So head on over to Fitness Market now. They have 2 locations, Westport Road inside the Snyder and Plantside Drive and Waterson Trail, where they have their newly expanded showroom. Or check them out online at thefitnessmarket.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's 2 for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand. From the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com, and tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Bet Rivers Sportsbook is ready to make this football season one to remember. All season long, you can score at Bet Rivers Sportsbook with free bets, odds boosts, and more. With player props, thousands of game lines, and live in-game betting, Bet Rivers Sportsbook delivers a best-in-class sports betting experience and has an experienced customer service team to back it up. Visit Bet Rivers Sportsbook today and bet this football season with a local trusted team that puts you first. Go to BetRivers.com and be a winner. Partner of French Lick Casino Resort. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 1-800-994-8448. Playable only in Indiana.
What's the difference between a handmade designer ring and a generic ring? Ask Terry Vanderspay, who has sold both in her career.
There is a big difference. Designer rings are much better made, much stricter quality.
Terry now works at Genesis Diamonds and is able to offer her customers all the top designers. But before Genesis, she was at the other store with cheaper knockoffs.
Well, I got tired of apologizing for the integrity of the rings.
Terry says the difference is like night and day in craftsmanship and detail and weight and substance.
I know the quality is there. I know the integrity is there. There's no comparison.
Genesis Diamonds, the area's only authorized retailer for all the top bridal designers like Tacori, Viraggio, Henry Dossi, and dozens more.
If you want something that's going to withstand the test of time, come to Genesis. If you want something that's in the shop all the time, shop elsewhere.
Good advice from someone who's seen both options firsthand.
Why would you not give her the best?
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Saturday on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. It's a top 20 showdown in the Big Ten as the 12th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers host the number 19 Penn State Nittany Lions. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Tiki Barber and me for all the action as these two Big Ten elites square off in an early season matchup. It's Wisconsin and Penn State. If it's college football, it's right here.
Coverage begins Saturday at 11:30 on 93.9 The Ville.
Ready to make something great? At GE Appliances, we do it every day, building appliances people depend on. GE Appliance Park is hiring full-time for all shifts. Join our manufacturing production team and be part over 100 years of American manufacturing. Apply today at makeitathepark.com. Make a difference? Make it at GE Appliance Park. Makeitathepark.com.
Miss anything for your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com. Apply today at makeitathepark.com.
Card Nation, this is attorney Alex White with SueDistractedDriver.com. Our law firm is a team of dedicated attorneys ready to fight for you. If you get injured because of someone else's negligence, their insurance company already has a legal team, and now so do you. If you or a friend or loved one are injured, find your attorney at SueDistractedDriver.com.
This is an advertisement.
Yeah, it's that good. Their nose pizza. Good taste, happy face, your place, my place. What's gonna make you happy? It's the smile I see on your face. It's that good, yes it is, and we deliver it. Oh, 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 taste is fun, yes it is, we guarantee it. Yeah, it's that good, their nose pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
Hey, it's Pat Jaggers, and Louisville football is back.
as well as the Miller Lite pregame show with Taylor Lynch and myself. Be sure to join us Monday at 6 o'clock on all ESPN Louisville stations. We'll break down all the latest with the Cards matchup with Ole Miss and take you up to kickoff.
Then immediately after the game, it's the Miller Lite postgame show with me, Marques. We'll hear live from head coach Scott Satterfield, take your calls, texts, and more. If it's Louisville football, we talk about it here on ESPN 680, 105.7, 93.9 The Ville, and the ESPN Louisville app.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marques Maybin or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Of one of the nightmare scenarios that you could come out of this game with.
Yeah.
You just said it.
It's a good texter.
You said it during the beginning. You want to hit that real quick?
Well, the texter just says 35, 34, 20, 27, 7, 48, 35, 17, 30, and 27 is what we scored last year and led the nation in turnovers. It's like, if not, we would average 40-some points a game.
It's a great text.
It's a good text. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Actually, that text may have made me change my attitude. You know what? It'll be up to us to make sure this doesn't happen.
Okay.
Moving the ball, and then there's Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Jeff Brown.
Uh-huh.
Petrino.
Uh-huh.
Oh. We move the ball left, right, bootleg, drag,
right,
take a shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's offense. Yeah, it's just
okay. If the game score is anywhere close, but they do it that way and we do it our way, is there going to be we need a new offensive guy? Is Louisville addicted to Jeff, Bobby, Lane style football?
Yes. That's answer without a doubt. I say that emphatically.
What say you? Like where we can chase off a great coach because he's not excited.
I want to go to the Charlie Strong example, but I don't think that was the fan base chasing him off. I think that was him running off to greener pastures. I don't know.
No, but they didn't love it. We weren't thrilled.
Yeah, they were waiting for him to have a bad year.
We were winning.
Were they waiting for
Yeah.
Charlie to have a bad year so they could say, "See, it just doesn't work"?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, Sugar Bowl, Teddy Bridgewater.
No, that was a
Devontae
game.
Parker, I feel.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but I feel like there was enough good there that. I mean, eventually the bloom would have.
Did we care about how many people he was putting in the league?
The year after we won the Sugar Bowl, we lost. We were 10. We won 10 games. Nobody's looking at that year like it was like, oh man, it's a great year. No, we were pissed. We were watching those games. We were like, oh God, we're beating Memphis.
Losing to UCF
14-10. You know,
they were national champions.
Yeah.
Blake freaking Bortles.
I know when they were national
such
champions.
a crappy way to end Teddy's dark horse Heisman.
Yeah, but you know, we finished that year off blowing Miami out in the Russell Athletics Bowl, and people were like, "Hey, if we just did this all year," and it was like, "Dude, we won 10 games. What did we lose? 1? Or did we win 11? Maybe we won 11 that year."
UCF.
I think UCF might have been our only loss that year. It was like 11-1, but it's like, yeah, no, Louisville fans, we are, and I say we. We are.
Are you putting yourself
squarely in football? We're kind of addicted to the style of. Look,
okay, I want to defend the fans.
Okay,
the intelligence of the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Or the resoluteness. I don't think that word applies, but fans, either right or wrong, think that the only way to leapfrog is to have some silly high-powered offense, because we'll never be talented enough to run the ball against the big boys and stop the run against the big boys.
Yeah.
So that's like locked. Is that locked into people's heads?
Yeah.
Or we did it that way. That's the like, is there going to be a time where you say, okay, we're getting big enough to where we can start having some power game and fans should start appreciating.
12-1. Did we go 12-1?
Good riddance, Charlie.
We did go 12-1. That's right. Yeah. 12-1.
UCF.
Yeah, and that year just felt like, I mean, we were throwing a fit in that last game against Memphis. We were like, oh, this sucks. You're not going to get anybody out to watch these games. I mean, go back and look at Teddy's wasn't senior night, but go back and look at that senior night. It was a noon game against Memphis, half full stadium. People were like, sucks. About to win our 11th game. We've already got 10, and we're gonna go like. And I'm not knocking people. I mean, I remember specifically going to one of Elijah's basketball games that day. I was like, I'll be home by the second half. Memphis, we'll probably only scored 17 tops.
What would you do to go 12-1?
I know, right? Yeah. And it was AAC. I do think there was a little bit of that year too, where people were like, AAC, it sucks. Nobody cares. But I mean, I remember people saying, I mean, and you can go back and rewrite history if you want, but at the time, we were all like, thank God, man, because Charlie wouldn't have won in the ACC. I know Texas wants him. I don't know why, but he kind of proved us right after he left.
They undercut him.
No, I agree. No, I don't think he got fair shake at Texas. But I'm saying, like, if you wanted to believe that way, I think you kind of were like, well, all right, whatever. And then you went to UCF and all right. Like, we're like, I think he was just hot for a couple years.
He just got hot.
Got lucky and got Teddy. Mario. If Randy Shannon hadn't got fired,
Say it again.
Sorry, Mario.
Mario, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I had to call in and co-sign that. I've always been that guy. That's how I got introduced to Louisville football, was those exciting days of scoring. And even if we lost, we looked good doing it.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things, like, you got your heart rate going and you cheering back and forth. You hoping we can hold on to the lead. Well, you might beat us, but it's going to be 52-51.
So you're saying you're addicted to that style of play as well?
No, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed Charlie Strong. I like defense, but that's just what got me into it. I was young. Back when Howard Stellenberg was there, we was putting up a lot of points. But then when, John L. came in and Petrino was on his staff, and then if you was back in those days when we first got rolling, that's what you was used to. So it's just hard for, you know what I'm saying, the older guys do a transition. The newer guys might not, you know what I'm saying, it might not bother them, but like you said, we would look phenomenal losing. and the scoring just made it more exciting watching it.
So okay, so like where do you lose the fans at? Like do you have to win a certain amount with this style?
Yeah.
Like how many games? Like you know, like would you sacrifice 2 wins?
Yeah, if you stay around 9 and 10, like Charlie, like I said, and we've said it. I say we, like I'm on the radio, but you said it plenty of times. Like we are trying to establish a culture, and that was part of our culture, being a high performance offense. You know, back in the day with Marshall, when they had Randy Moss and them, you know, we was like top 2 teams in the league. I mean, not the league, but in college in scoring. And, you know what I'm saying? Those names they went to pro and everything too. Marshall was never at that high caliber of program, but they was recognized because of the points they was putting up. And even Boise State, you know, those exciting things just draw you to the screen, even if it's not your team. And you saw Boise, you like, okay, let's see what they're going to do now with these trick plays and stuff. It was just something that drew you to and then you could, I'm saying, establish a foothold of fandom, but you would just be excited to see that style of play. But I think what you said is true. If they was winning at this style, winning 9, 10, even 8 games a year, fans will come back. I mean, and just it'll be the new culture, and that's what they'll grab onto and roll from there.
Yeah, appreciate the call, man. And I agree. But I mean, to his point, I mean, I think if we were sitting here today and we were saying, well, I don't know what will happen, but I guarantee you we'll put up 35-42. We know that. You'd be like, Louisville fans would be, the hype around this
they wouldn't mind losing 59 to.
Listen, I didn't throw a hissy fit, and I did
48.
I threw a tantrum. Okay, still kind of. I didn't throw a tantrum over Jeff for nothing, because it was like, you were supposed to do this, because, like, you know, it was like, I'm gonna go to Notre Dame here in a couple weeks, and I was gonna be like, yeah, but we're gonna put up 35 on Notre Dame. I guarantee you that, you know,
because you
like,
could always carry around that like, oh, y'all whack, man. We put up 40 on y'all.
Yeah, if this was Jeff versus Kiffin, we would be like, oh, we got to look, 2 defenses that just suck, and we wouldn't give a crap. And you know, it's like our defense doesn't need to be good. Just needs to hold teams under 30, and it will about 8 times a year.
Get a couple picks,
yeah, and we'll win. Yeah, because if you give me the ball, we're gonna go down the field. Look, my quarterback's gonna throw it out to my receiver, who's going to hand it off to my running back.
We hate watching 12-play drives, Steve.
My running back's going to throw it back to my quarterback. And he's going to throw it down the field.
Flickers,
and you're going to be like, oh, Tyler Harrell's wide open. You know, look, my quarterback's going to fake the snap, or look, he's going to fake the handoff right here. He's going to tuck that ball behind his back.
Statue of Liberty.
And he's going to stand there. No, just that little play that Brom and Petrino run. And then my tight end's going to be streaking. We're going to be like, oh, Ford's wide open. Yeah, you go. Just throw it out there. Like, that's just what we like, man. That's what we like. But
you still want bro. Don't say that on the air, Steve.
It's just what I want.
But again,
hope you're happy.
I think the fans are hooked.
West Lafayette Street, and you could.
They suck, dude. I want to play them.
They do suck.
I want to play them.
Worst decision in your life.
I want them here though. I'm not going to Indiana to play Purdue.
No, I'm not going to Purdue. Crappiest stadium and locally.
I'm not playing them in Colts.
I would much rather go to Bloomington.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't want to go to Indiana. Well, I don't want to play the Big Ten. I don't want to play the Big Ten anywhere west of.
I would Notre Dame. No, but I mean Notre Dame's not Big Ten, but I mean they are.
Touchdown Jesus makes a difference.
yeah. But I mean,
you get my point. Like, there's nobody I really want to go to play in the Big Ten.
Yeah, but it's true, man. I mean, listen, they're out there telling you, these are good coaches out here are telling us right now. They're saying, listen, this defense is vastly improved. You got some stuff here, and we're all kind of like the hype. Now, don't get me wrong, they go win. We're gonna be excited, and I think Satterfield can run the ball. And I think
okay. What if we do the Duke? What if we do the Duke thing?
I know.
And just keep the ball out of Lane Kiffin's hands and win 13-7.
I know. And we'll be like, I mean, I'll be excited we won.
And I mean this, Steve. Every single play, running the clock all the way down to 1 second snap.
Yeah.
Would you be happy with that?
No, because then listen, like I can already see the tweets from people we work with. It's the worst football I've ever seen in my life. You know, like, you're like,
so
sucks.
even if you won 4,
yeah, we won.
If you won 10-7 or 13-7, and just tick-tock the ball the whole time.
Yeah, see, no. Now maybe if my defense just dominated them, but still I'd be like, we put up 13 points on them. What are we?
If we just
we're not going to score a point all year.
If we just kept the ball, Steve, and just ran down the shot clock the entire time, you wouldn't sign up for one game like that where you just pissed them off.
No,
you'd rather lose.
That's just a bad look.
You'd rather lose 42 to 28.
Yeah,
or 61 to 45.
I know. Yeah, I'd be like, dude. Yeah, come on.
You'd rather lose 61 to 45.
I don't know about that. 61's a lot. I mean, that you can't sell me on I have a good defense if they give up 61. Like,
I don't, man. Go ahead and play this out, Nikki. I don't know, man. They're gonna put up, man. I'm scared of them. Mm-hmm. Y'all are doing a terrible job of talking me out of this too.
Look,
by the way,
you know that scene in Infinity War after Thanos does the snap and stuff, and he talks to that little girl in the scene, his daughter, and she's like, what? He's like, what did it cost you?
Yeah.
He's like, everything. That would be me if we won 13-7. But what did it cost, Rummage? Everything. We're done.
Mark Ennis. I swear to you, I mean this. There's something whiplash-like about fumbles after big plays or in big plays. Like Malik, like you said, it's like a 30-yard run. You're like, hell yeah, we just flipped the field.
We're about
field
to go
goal
tie
range.
this game up.
And then you fumble at the end of that run. And it's like, not only do you not have that, it's like now they have the ball.
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey everybody, Steve Rummage here. And if you have listened to 93.9 The Ville over the last few months, you know I've reminded you of 3 simple words. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance, and with the spring market heating up, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to $5,000 seller credit by mentioning you heard it right here. So don't wait any longer and contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo@remax.net.
Saturday on Compass Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. It's a top 20 showdown in the Big Ten as the 12th ranked Wisconsin Badgers host the number 19 Penn State Nittany Lions. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Tiki Barber and me for all the action as these two Big Ten elites square off in an early season
Official
matchup.
broadcast
It's Wisconsin
partner of the
and
University
Penn
of
State.
Louisville.
If it's college football, it's right here.
Coverage begins Saturday at 11:30 on 93.9 The Ville.
What makes one head of lettuce better than another? At Kroger, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best will do. That means not every leafy green leaves the field, and not every grape makes the grade. So when you shop Kroger, you know it's not just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Now you can save on juicy and tender boneless half ribeye. Grill them up for just $7.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
It's Million Dollar Monday at Kentucky Downs on Labor Day with the $1 Million WinStar Mint Million. Outside Breeders' Cup, it's the biggest turf mile in America this year. Labor Day Monday at Kentucky Downs also features a pair of half-mile races for 2-year-olds too. With support from the Kentucky Thoroughbred Development Fund, Kentucky Downs offers the country's most lucrative purses and biggest fields. With racing Labor Day along with September 8th, 9th, 11th, and 12th. The center of the racing this week is Kentucky Downs. There's nothing like it in America. Visit KentuckyDowns.com.
For years, people from all over Kentucky have come to Genesis Diamonds in Louisville to shop for amazing Swiss timepieces. Genesis has an astonishing collection of fine Swiss watches from the most prestigious brands like Tag Heuer, Breitling, Omega, and more. But now, Genesis takes it to a whole new level with a spectacular collection of luxury pre-owned Rolexes. If you've ever dreamed of owning the world's most revered brand, you owe it to yourself to get to Genesis now and see watches people wait years to get. Luxury pre-owned Rolex Submariners, Hulks, Daytonas, Batmans, and so many others. We've scoured the country hand-selecting only the best for our showcases. The most popular models, the most well cared for, the ones most in demand. So don't wait.
I've had it forever. I bought it one time. I bought it like Blue City's like second season.
Takes to bring you.
No. I don't think so. I don't think it was. I think I actually bought it or it was gifted to me. But yeah, I remember it wasn't just like station swag or something.
Summertime is wing time, and Wing Zone has 17.
I wore this on a Tinder date. With a Hartford Whalers like green shirt, and the girl said I looked like a Ninja Turtle.
Your pool party.
I also had Spencer as my wingman, so I did not get a call back.
Wingzone.com. You got.
Yeah. I think she said it affectionately, but yeah, it was no, did not work.
It's headed in. It's a goal for Louis.
Right.
Hey, it's Jeff Greer. Lou City is back in action tomorrow. Lynn Family Stadium to take on FC Tulsa. Join Casey Whitfield and me starting at 7:15 for pregame coverage, followed by the game broadcast just past 7:30. It's all right here on ESPN 680, 105.7, and the ESPN Louisville app.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, your home for the Diener Show, 7 to 10 a.m.
There's probably going to be federal legislation on this. And what could go wrong with the federal government policing the NCAA? What a match made in heaven.
Middays with Marques Maybin, 10 to noon.
Fair or unfair, every year is a prove-it year.
And afternoons with Mark Ennis on the drive.
For the local teams, everything changes once you're sort of in that club.
This is 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Quarry Center. I got to get my other one. My long one. I'll
Lie detector test.
Wait, what now?
Welcome back.
Lie detector tests, Steve,
Yeah.
are popping up now.
Listen. This is the world we live in.
Nikki, did you put that in your sports center?
What?
They're handing out lie detector tests up the road now to try to prove the innocence.
Well,
welcome.
I guess that's better than going into depth about Hunter Green's pitching stat line. Maybe I could.
It's not.
He did
Hunter
some
Green,
work
baby.
last night.
I know.
One
I know.
earned run, 5 innings pitched, 6 Ks.
Next
Red
year.
top prospect, baby.
Next year.
I gotta watch this, Steve, and I'm not gonna go one single day without mentioning this.
No, as you shouldn't. As you should.
Y'all, like I said, y'all just have to tolerate me for about 3 minutes. Okay, this is personal to me.
Okay,
I'm literally going to watch my rival school, and I'll add that as a disclaimer. Yes, it is my rival school.
Okay,
and it is no secret I don't root for them. I root against them. But when I say it, I always say the disclaimers. I'm never rooting against kids, following their dreams. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Steve, I have to watch a 6-month cover up.
Mm-hmm.
And after 6 months of intimidation in every way possible, 6 months, like I said, just so happened there was a little bit of spirit of fight in some young people that reached out to outside people just to say, hey, we are getting intimidated on this campus in many ways, systematically and physically.
Mm-hmm.
We are literally experiencing true intimidation at this university. 6 months later, y'all realize I have to watch a university who has not shown a great bit of unity when it comes to the handling of racial issues.
Right.
Is that a comfortable PC way to say it?
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm going to watch said university say we're going to back violence by African American football players for if it even happened.
Sure.
For one utterance of a racially insensitive remark. Right?
Mm-hmm.
One utterance led to 3 events on this campus of physical altercations.
Yeah.
Violence.
Right.
I'm watching leaked stories to get a national following on these African American players are getting railroaded. And there's going to be people all over this city and state that are going to know that this is not true. And there's people that are going to back this lie, back this excusing, backing this justification for the good of their team.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the same people who went Neil crazy. I'm going to watch them back some people who were hitting women. 3 men, 3 women, 7 men. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch media make racial excuses for violence and intimidation and cover up on this campus. It's going on right now. Lie detector, Steve. After 6 months of me saying to myself, I did this because of that, I can convince myself in 6 months that this is exactly what happened.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Because what I think is more interesting is I think that the university may have to do this despite some fans, majority of their fans. Because if you look on the comments,
So you're telling me I haven't went deep enough into the
if you look on the comments, there's a lot of, hey, listen, I'm a Kentucky fan, but listen, they weren't calling these dudes racial slurs.
Right.
Listen.
So you're saying, but again, I'm not letting it go.
No, I know, but I'm saying
I'm not letting go the attempt.
But I'm saying the fan base. Listen, you may think they love you, Vito. They gonna throw you right under the bus on this one. The fans,
right
now, now,
and I'm laughing at Steve's face, y'all. Not
the football program,
not the conversation.
Will try to turn this into whatever. Yeah, but like the fans, I think you're gonna.
Chris, thanks for joining us
Also
on Middays with Marques. Baby, fire away.
What's up, Maybin Rummage?
What's going on?
Hey, what you need a lie detector for if it's just a hiccup?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a great point.
Oh, okay, here's what I called about. Maybe I think you're wrong about the Big Ten. If we can play Wisconsin at Lambeau,
Chris, Wisconsin, we're even now. Listen, Chris.
I'm listening.
They saved us from 40-0. They took my boy Carly to pieces, or that thing that happened on the basketball court.
Yeah,
I think we're even now.
Yeah,
I don't owe you any more drinks, Wisconsin. I don't want to hear Wisconsin's name ever again.
But man, to play at Lambeau and we played at Notre Dame as a fan, oh my gosh, I'd be all over that. And then the second thing y'all was talking about, when the best coach in the history of football says he can no longer win with defense and he has to score points, I'm with him. Nick Saban came to the realization that you can't win playing defense. And he let his team go out and score points. We have to score points. It's just sexier. Everybody loves it. One of the worst Super Bowls I ever watched was the Ravens when Trent Dilfer was just standing there doing nothing. Nobody wants to see just defense. It has to be offense.
You didn't the Tampa Bay?
No.
No,
I did love the Bears. When the Bears had McMahon, they didn't let no points. They didn't give up points, but they scored a ton of points. That's what made them so lovable. I love that. But just watching somebody, one of the worst college games I've ever seen was LSU and Alabama when it was 9-6. Nobody wants to see that.
That's one of the best games I ever watched, Molly.
That's just ugly. Nobody wants. It's like watching a Virginia basketball game. Who really wants to watch that unless you're a Virginia fan? Nobody. I mean, if we got rid of Mac for some reason, which guys don't ever let us do it, nobody wants Tony Bennett. Let him stay where he's at. Those people love it. Nobody wants to see that. We win Monday by 3. I'll get off and I'll listen to you.
Appreciate the call.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I love the LSU Bama game. I thought that was amazing.
That Tampa team that won that Super Bowl with Warren Sapp and them, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And those Ravens defensive teams, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, but
I know what he's saying though. And it is college.
Yeah. That's why I say, I mean,
college is supposed to be a little funner.
Yeah, and again, that's where I say but for this fan base, I think what we like, because we're not. I enjoy an LSU Bama touchdowns feel like gold. You know, somebody finally gets in the end zone. You're like, I probably win. You know, like I mean that I love that, but I don't want to watch that on my team.
How long would it take you to train to pass a lie detector test? What would be your confidence that you could beat a lie detector test, Steve? Nikki.
This is one of those questions where it's, do you want to win? You know what I mean? Because there's a great game, great party game. And it's sort of like the precursor to that Fall Guys game where you have to basically sabotage and lie to your friends and convince them. It's called Resistance. You basically have to figure out who the bad guys are and everything like that. And I was playing it, and I realized I was insanely good at it. And then I was like,
"That's
wait
good
a
to know,
minute.
Nikki.
I'm manipulating and lying to my friends. Why? Like this isn't Candyland. Like, I mean, it's like I was. So then I was like, I won 3 games in a row.
So you don't want to admit publicly that you think you would be good at beating a lie detector test?
I don't think I could beat a lie detector test because I've got a terrible like tell and everything. But I was able to joke, and I knew how my friends would react because well, I'll just act dumb because that guy always calls me out on being dumb, and then I'd be like, I could talk my way out of it. But a lie detector test is about controlling your emotions, and inside I'm a wreck. So I mean, there's no way.
What say you, Steve?
Oh man.
I mean, I'm surely you've thought about this before. If you were put on a lie detector test in the wrong situation.
Yeah. Geez, I don't know. I mean, I guess if it was
6 months later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I could probably convince myself 6 months later to no.
I feel like lying 101 is you have to believe your lie. So like if you have
man, I don't know, man.
6 months, that's enough time.
Listen, man,
to convince yourself that you haven't done anything.
I don't have the same amount of confidence in man, I done dated some women that went into boohoo stage. I'm like, you would beat a lie detector test.
Yeah.
Just, oh my God, I can't believe it. It's not true. It's not true. It's like, wait a minute. I saw it.
Texture says they want the boot.
he did not play that at the beginning of the show today. So not much confidence in your ability to just learn to wreck a lie detector.
That is funny. Texture says Patino was mocked for using the lie detector test.
It's a great point.
I know. Yeah.
They want the boot.
Yeah, like when did that come into play?
Yeah.
Like and just you doing that and releasing it right out to the public.
Yeah.
Like what is that?
Yeah.
And what questions were asked?
Yeah.
What is this?
Right. Do you remember in detail everything that happened? Well, yeah. That's a lot. No, you don't. Okay.
Yeah. Just did you enter the bill? Yes.
Yeah.
Was there physical altercation? Yes. Did someone say something? Yes.
Yeah. And sorry if I don't trust the lie detector test that comes out of. But whatever.
That goes straight from lie detector to the media.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So point being, people, I will be addressing that probably 3. That went longer than I expected to, but y'all gonna have to give me 3-4 minutes a day on that.
Or 18.
Every time I hear, you're right. Every time I hear some developments on that, I'm talking about it. So Steve, no, Nikki, are you it's Thursday? Yeah. Are we gonna use ESPN or are we gonna use a particular college site to pick our college games? And we're gonna try to do it rapid fire. I think we'll go against the callers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or did y'all decide?
That.
Did y'all decide something when I wasn't here?
Dan, I wish
because with 3 people we can outvote each other on these. You know,
no. We just got nerdy. We talked football while you were gone. Yeah, so no, I'm fine with that.
Steve's being really nice. I farted back here and scared the process away. That was basically all that happened. Break. He's trying to make me sound more professional.
It did not get the show didn't get canceled, so I think we're gonna be all right.
Listen, I like it, man. Let's pick games. Nikki picks 5 games a week for us to pick.
Right.
And that way we're
gonna add the prop. Somebody got a month page last night and said we need to add a prop to it.
I mean,
I love that. Yeah, that was BHR. I think came up with that.
Okay, let's do it then. Yeah, we'll add a prop.
So a 5 in a prep or a 5 in a prop.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
5 in a prop.
5 in a prop.
Okay,
that's what we'll call the segment. 5 in a prop,
like an improv group.
5 in a prop.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
Okay. Well, our 5 in a prop.
Okay,
and what we'll do is how many callers will we get, and we'll just get them to rapid fire. Or I guess if they're listening, they'll know the picks, and we'll call and take them. And they'll just say, "I got this."
Or we can offer it up and say, "Look, we're going to take the first 3,
and we're going against the spread."
Going against the spread, so we're playing the points.
So
I like it.
You will have to write down the ones we use and what spreads we lock them in at.
Gotcha.
You don't keep one of these back there with you?
I have one in my backpack actually.
That's fine. No, that's good.
Are you just gonna do it by memory?
He does live sports centers.
I know. So
Yeah.
yeah, he obviously can handle it.
That's adorable. No, there's the pen. There's the pad.
Somebody said, "Dang it," but they didn't say, "Dang it." I love Nikki on the show. The new energy is great.
Aw, thanks.
That was only one.
Y'all make Nikki.
That was one text.
Yeah, you've been here too long
Yeah.
to not.
That was one text.
You have been here too long not to get showered with praise on a daily basis, Nikki.
And I'm not so sure if 1223 the last 4 digits of your number.
Hey, that's mom.
and you gotta get your followers up too.
Yeah, I want to get. I'm at like 2,700. I need to get to 3,000. I need to break that three mark.
3,000. Cool.
Okay, it's baby steps. Once I get to 3, then I think 6 months we get to 5.
What are you at,
and
Nikki?
at that point the OnlyFans will be clicking, and then we'll get up to like.
What are
10.
you at right now?
I'm at like just under 3. I lead all the producers right now, but I mean that's not
Nikki. What
saying
is your
much.
Twitter handle?
At Nikki Vespin, NICKY, capital V.
Nikki
ESPN.
with a Y.
Nikki with a Y. With a Y.
At
Nikki Vespin.
Nikki V ESPN.
That's it.
Also known as Nikki Vespin.
Nikki Vespin.
Oh,
Way
yeah.
better than my last one. Locke gave me a lot of wisdom. Most of it sucked. But some of it was actually, no, I'm just kidding. A lot of it was good. But one of them was he made me change my god awful Twitter handle. And it like doubled.
It used to be Navy. What was it?
It was like
Navy?
N Valvey.
Yeah,
One, like
yeah.
one person called me Valvey drunkenly at a party in college. One.
Uh-huh.
I was Val V, like every other nickname, but for some reason I was like, well, that's unique. Let's use that. And awful. It was just
And
awful.
Locke told you that this is
Locke was
unacceptable.
he was like, if you're gonna be my producer, you need a better Twitter handle. And I was like, okay, you have a blue check mark. I'll listen to you. And so
Fair enough.
there we go. By the way, how do we get blue check marks again? I want this show.
Why doesn't this studio have a blue chip? Everybody, we are an official media affiliate.
Yeah,
everybody in here should have check marks.
That's probably true.
The worst decision I ever made in my life. Not really, but you get my point. I'm speaking dramatic. I was interviewing one of Jalen's potential agents, and he said, "Oh, he's like, I can basically speed up the process of getting you a check mark." Really? I didn't want to owe anything. I didn't want to,
Yeah.
I'm
I
interviewing.
respect that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I didn't listen. I don't know. I'm not doing it. No favors. Thank you. I'm here to interview you. You know what I'm saying? We were in that room. We were in the back in the office. He had his little booklet of information and he said that. And I should have.
Wow, that means the entire midday lineup for a little while at ESPN Louisville, the hosts would have been. We got because I mean I'm sure. Well, maybe putting words in your mouth. You would have got your co-host verified too, and then Locke, you, and Steve. We would have had a verified midday lineup here at ESPN Louisville. I wanted to get verified.
Andy, go to the big wigs. We should all be verified.
I just have this image of the guy sitting down and he opens up like a case that's like glowing, kind of like, from Reservoir Dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
And he turns around and it's just full of shiny blue check marks.
Yeah, and they're just like
Nikki.
Yeah. Somebody said Nikki Valvinus.
Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I know.
Pulp Fiction.
No, you know why?
Fiction.
I got that mixed up because it was there's this like fan theory that in there was the soul of the guy from like Reservoir Dogs or something like that. There was some sort of tie. There's all these crazy like Tarantino universe theories.
That's just
and
heroin.
stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Anybody who goes down the Pulp Fiction conspiracy theories is just heroin.
Just heroin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, is Nick really doing an OnlyFans?
What's the tea about
Yeah,
it?
if you
Depends how much you paying.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Pictures of Nick's feet.
Okay, so do you have what site are you going to use? Wait, no. Actually, don't say it out loud. But have a particular site where you can get the, do you have a go-to site with that has all the spreads and
Lines
everything? Yeah.
Well, I mean, normally when we use this or we do a pick'em segment, I mean, we usually do Sagrins, use DraftKings and everything like that. But on oftentimes I'll use the ESPN one for like, that's sort of like
I'm fine with that. I think that's the easiest one for people to
look at themselves.
At themselves.
Okay, so we'll use ESPN.
Yeah. So how we want to do this? You want to take a break and then we'll the first 3 callers.
Yeah.
Is that how you want to do it?
Yep. We'll do our picks first, and then we'll open up
our picks, and then we'll open up the phone lines. First 3 callers call in, give us kind of rapid fire your 5, and then
quick commercial break. Middays with Marques Maybin on 939 The Ville.
Chicken here yet? I'm hungry.
But you weren't born to be dead from a needless motorcycle crash.
So, DraftKings, I need one of those, please. And then, no worries. I can get you a copy if you need it. And then I'm just picking 5 games, and we're going. Okay.
Customers travel from all over to Genesis. From
locals, like, yeah.
City. He was shopping in the Diamond District for a very nice diamond. When his dad heard about it, he called me and said, give my son a call. I called his son and sent him a diamond to New York so he could compare.
Competing against the larger diamond centers in America gets Wendy excited because she knows how it ends. Genesis can offer a bigger, better diamond for less, period.
And he verified it. He called me to say, this diamond is way better than I've seen and at a way better price. Your diamond prices are the best, and the quality of this diamond is fantastic.
Genesis Diamonds, started by a former diamond wholesaler with world connections and an eye for extreme value.
Our owner, as a former diamond dealer, travels to buy from the largest cutters in the world and hand-picks every diamond in person.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza, next to Trader Joe's.
Saturday on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. It's a top 20 showdown in the Big Ten as the 12th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers host the number 19 Penn State Nittany Lions. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Tiki Barber and me for all the action as these 2 Big Ten elites square off in an early season matchup. It's Wisconsin and Penn State. If it's college football, it's right here.
Coverage begins Saturday at 11:30 on 93.9 The Ville.
Are you ready for a job that gets you more? UPS is hiring now. As a warehouse worker, you'll be a part of an industry-leading team that's moving the world forward. You'll earn up to $21 per hour keeping packages moving in the warehouse, and you might even be eligible for a program that helps you with thousands of dollars for college, in many cases tuition-free, and which includes $325 towards housing and other expenses. Search and apply now at upsjobsky.com.
Louisville football has another exciting slate of Saturdays coming this fall as in-state rival Kentucky and ACC foe Clemson return to Cardinal Stadium. The Tigers and Wildcats highlight an exciting 7-game home slate that also includes EKU, Central Florida, Virginia, Boston College, and Syracuse. You won't want to miss another season of Cardinals football, so get your season tickets today. Call 502-GO-CARDS or visit gocards.com/FB tickets to find the right fit for you.
Hoping to win a few bucks and looking for big winners in baseball or the NBA this weekend? Then tune into The Fine Line with Joe Wiz. Get parlays, teasers, totals, and expert opinion from Joe Wiz. That's The Fine Line with Joe Wiz this weekend.
Listen Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11, right here on ESPN Louisville. Presented by BetRivers.com, Indiana's hometown sportsbook.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Hey everybody, Steve Rummich here, and if you have listened to 93.9 The Ville over the last few months, you know I've reminded you of 3 simple words. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance, and with the spring market heating up, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to $5,000 seller credit by mentioning you heard it right here. So don't wait any longer and contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
Hey, it's Pat Jaggers, and Louisville football is back, as well as the Miller Lite pregame show with Taylor Lynch and myself. Be sure to join us Monday at 6 o'clock on all ESPN Louisville stations. We'll break down all the latest with the Cards matchup with Ole Miss and take you up to kickoff.
Then immediately after the game, it's the Miller Lite postgame show with me, Marques. We'll hear live from head coach Scott Satterfield, take your calls, texts, and more. If it's Louisville football, we talk about it here on ESPN 680, 105.7, 93.9 The Ville, and the ESPN Louisville app.
This is Bob Valvano. As some of you know, I have stage 4 leukemia. Thanks to 2 new medications that are both less than 5 years old, my progress has been good and my prognosis is strong. Those medications only came about because of research funded from people like you. My late brother Jim said, "I need your help. It may not save my life, but it may save someone you love." This research is doing just that. We created Kentuckiana Friends of V, a local 501c3 organization that works in close cooperation with the V Foundation to fund research and preventive initiatives locally, right here in the Kentuckiana area. Won't you consider helping us in that quest? Sign up for an event, volunteer, or just make a donation at kfov.org. You really do help save lives like mine. That's kfov.org.
Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning. I'm Nick Valvano. This Sports Center update brought to you by U of L Health, making the impossible possible. That's the power of you. U of L football kicking off the season with Ole Miss Monday. And the talk again has been U of L's ability to stop Matt Corral in the air. But Nick Sosa of the Clarion Ledger, he joined the drive yesterday and said that the ground game for the Rebels, well, it's a little bit more turnkey this early in the season.
They averaged more than 200 rushing yards per game last year behind those 4 guys and Matt Corral, who can run it some himself. So I think that the rushing attack is going to be significantly more ready day one than the passing attack is, because the passing attack has to replace Elijah Moore, an All-America receiver.
You can check that full interview out on the podcast center, ESPNLouisville.com. Keep it locked to ESPN Louisville Labor Day for a full slate of shows and Miller Lite pre- and post-game coverage. U of L also releasing their COVID protocols for fans this fall. Regardless of their reception of the vaccine, fans will be required to mask up for indoor games. Wrapping up on the diamond, the Reds, they fell 5-4 in Game 1 of a doubleheader yesterday to Mitch's Cardinals. Game 2 went a little differently.
Here, they averaged
a 1-2 pitch. And this ball is belted into the left center field gap and deep, and it is gone! A grand slam for Nick Castellanos.
The Reds, they scorch Mitch's Cards in Game 2. The Bats, they snapped their 4-game skid, kicking off their 12-game homestand yesterday with a 4-2 victory over Nashville. Hunter Green, he went 5 innings pitched with 6 Ks, giving up 1 earned run. This SportsCenter update also brought to you by GE Appliances, now hiring, ready to make something great. Apply today at makeitathepark.com. More Middays with Marques Maybin coming to you next. This is SportsCenter.
Here's what you missed on the Diener Show.
I don't think that Satterfield wants to get into a shootout with the guy who might be one of the best quarterbacks in the country. I think you want to control the ball, keep him off the field if you can. And I think, to me, that's going to be the formula, for victory on this. If U of L, the less plays that a dynamic offense can run, I think the better off, you are.
Weekday morning, 7 to 10 on 93.9 The Ville, ESPN 680 and 105.7. Something on your mind? Hit us up on the UPS Jobs text line, 3831-93.9.
Copyright free. Unmute.
Since we're about to do our 5 and a prop here, first, let me remind everybody that if you want to get involved, a little bit of the gambling thing, football's right around the corner, and you can get in on all the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the NFL. With the NFL returning, DraftKings is giving all new customers $200 in free bets instantly. When you bet $1 on any football game, all new customers can participate, and current existing customers can also participate in the Week 1 no-brainer. For opening night, all customers can double their money as long as Tampa Bay doesn't lose by 74 points. But they are saying they're going to lose, right? Is that what you're saying?
So you're telling me there's
okay? Download the DraftKings. It's not like a chance thing. Dallas is probably going to the Super Bowl this year. So, yeah, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WLCL to receive $200 in free bets when you place $1 on any football game. That's code WLCL to get your free $200 and free bets instantly. For a limited time, only at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. But now remember, you must be 21 or older. Indiana only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you had a gambling problem, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
5 and a prop. Brought to you by Spots Open.
To be determined.
Give us your money.
That's right.
And we'll talk about you.
We'll give Nick a little bit of it.
Let me get my beak wet.
Got to cut him in.
Yeah, we'll cut Nick in.
How much of King of New York? Do you say, a dime bag gets sold in the park, I want in.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with the King of New York?
I've not seen that movie. No, I'm sorry. I've heard good things. It's one of those like tier 2 movies.
I'm not allowed. Put it this way. I'm not allowed to ridicule anybody for movies they haven't seen. So every time I mess with you, it's me projecting my insecurities on everybody else.
That's totally fair. I guarantee you, haven't seen, for someone that like considers they've seen a few movies, has the the audacity to talk about the mise en scene and how they like shoot the movie and everything and be a nerd about it. My haven't seen list is absolutely egregious. Yeah. It is egregious, borderline like felonious.
Felonious, right? Okay. You picked 5 already. Have you written them down? Have you written down the numbers?
Yes, I got my 5, but in the commercial break, I kind of forgot to grab the props. So,
we can come back and revisit.
Yeah, okay,
the props. Tomorrow or anything, it doesn't matter.
All right, so this is what I got for the 5 games. Right now, we're going to start with a game that's actually going to be airing here on 93.9 The Bill Saturday.
Plug the station, company man.
Yes, sir.
You're allowed to be a company man.
I was going to say, see, it's a compliment when you tell me that.
Yeah, I was going to say, white guy company man. We're like, yeah,
awesome, sweet.
What you call me?
Yeah. So,
I love the man.
Say it to my face.
All right.
93.9 The Bill. We'll have this game at 11:30 coverage beginning to Saturday. It'll be at 12 p.m. on Fox. It's number 19 Penn State hosting number 12 Wisconsin, the Fighting John Bulls. Wisconsin, they're laying 5.5.
I'm going to take Wisconsin. Yeah.
Well, John Bull is very happy.
Yeah, I'm going to take Wisconsin in that one.
I have this image of him just like knee deep in like a pond fishing, and all of a sudden, just like you guys both picked it, and like a bird flies over, and he just nods.
Does John Bull have the knee high or waist high or chest high?
Oh, like the waders,
yeah,
and everything. Well, I don't know. I mean, he's like a superior athlete, so he probably just goes out there like
in New Balance.
Yeah, and if the fish swims away, he dives in after it and catches it in his mouth like a shark.
Savage, like not a shark. You say bear.
Bear, yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, shark.
Well, because he was swimming, so I kind of. But you're right. Yeah, bear would have been.
Bear would goes in the water.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's You out zoo booked me there. I'll give you that one.
You know what? I just finished watching one of those whale. Where they open their mouth right at the surface and all those fish start swimming in. Just like, geez, those fish have no idea what's coming.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel bad for him. But Jack and I eat Wing Zone the same way, so you just kind of.
Fair enough. Okay, we both got Wisconsin. Did you have an alternate opinion on that?
Nah. I mean, I like that one. I feel like they can cover that. That's at home.
Okay, because don't hesitate to try to talk us out of one if we agree.
No, I'm not gonna like fake take my way out of that one. I feel like 5.5. That's decent at home. I mean, I feel like Wisconsin's been more consistent. Now I'm fake taking. Like,
and they brought everybody back.
Yeah. So no, I'm okay. I'm okay with that one. I'm in agreement with you guys. I think the whiskey covers that one. All right.
Wait a minute, Steve. Why do you hate that guy?
Who?
John Bull? How do you hate John Bull?
No, time out.
He's sexy.
This has nothing to do with anything that we're just saying. So we just saw a guy across the street. This guy across the street was obviously having the best day of his life.
Aw.
And he was just oblivious to every other human being in the world. And he just had his music going. And he didn't look like he was going anywhere, but he was going.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Steve responds with a type of person that he does not like.
Speaking of which, I just had a total delegation moment.
I'm listening.
I was like, what's that dude up to?
Oh,
so I'm kind of looking out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh, he's waiting in line for the ATM. Steve, I'm like, look, I'm looking at y'all like, that don't look suspicious to y'all. like nobody.
Steve, he didn't have a Shenyun poster. He's okay in my book. He's fine.
We're literally right. Listen, people, for those who don't know, our studio is literally right next to the ATM.
Dude, just kind of both hands in his pockets. Like,
it took me a second too.
Steve,
I was like, was he? Because he wasn't looking at us.
That is not suspicious behavior, Nikki and Steve.
I was wondering.
We're right next to the ATM, gentlemen.
But
you should have listened.
But in my defense, it
should have just complied
to the ATM.
No. I was saying in general. Look, when that story's on the news later, I'm like, he should have just complied.
Golly,
what was he doing? He had both hands in his pockets,
waiting for the ATM.
looking awful weird. I know, yeah. I know. So why did they beat him up?
That was look. And that was a $250 outfit they had on
He
as
was
well.
clearly going to do something. Yeah. No, yeah. And then I was like,
well, how was he dressed? Well, he had a designer, sweatsuit on.
It's fresh. I like it.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So I was looking. I was like, wait a minute, he's in line. Never mind.
So you had to kind of give yourself a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. Punish myself there. I was like,
okay. So anyway, we'll get back to it. Forget it.
White guy in Shepherdsville that's sagging and rapping like just drives me nuts. Like I'm like, I listen. I had to go back
because he's purposely trying to show off.
Yeah, I went back to Shepherdsville yesterday because
stop saying stuff like that.
What?
Say I went home.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I went home.
Steve's stomping ground.
I know.
I went back to Shepherdsville.
But listen, man, there was like a guy and he was walking and the
audacity.
He was sagging his pants extremely, like to be noticed, like hey,
Right.
Look at me, like this is what I'm doing, and he's just like rapping, he's just like.
Was he any good? Did you listen to him?
No, he had headphones on.
No, it was the gesture, like the rapping,
and
gesture.
I'm like, I'm sure
you just want attention.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sure the projects of King's Forest have just treated you so terrible. It was stupid.
Pick number 2.
Yeah. It's like you look. I wanted to yell out the window like, "Hey!" It's like what? Like you look stupid.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Hey,
stop
it.
Get help
right now.
And then roll my window back up.
Yell at the non-existent clouds.
Yeah. Just like okay.
So game 2.
Okay.
Number 1, Alabama. Number 14, Miami. 3:30 ABC. Alabama.
What is that spread?
19.5. Good.
19 and a half is what it's up to.
19.
Bama. Roll Tide.
19 and a half.
19 and a half.
Roll Tide. They are out to make a point.
Oh man.
Statement.
I'm taking Bama. Did you see that? Did you see that video yesterday of that Alabama player that I sent to your Instagram?
Yeah.
Bam. 19 is a hell of a lot.
Miami's not a bad team.
Listen,
I'm taking Miami.
I'm taking Bama, and y'all can overturn my vote. Because what y'all are doing would be the smarter decision. I've been watching too much Bama the last 48 hours.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna take Miami. And against my judgment, because here's the thing. I've watched Bama on game 1 come out against USC, Virginia Tech.
How many times
Michigan.
Alabama got to burn you?
Yeah. I mean, Louisville, where people are like 21 for Louisville's a tough spread.
I heard that. Listen, Steve, I listened to, that Bryce kid is very inexperienced.
I know, man.
And though, that Alabama has technically lost more of their offensive production than 7 teams in the top 25, which
yeah, I know, man. But I don't know why. I feel like this one might be close.
Backwards through a cornfield.
That's just terrible. And I'm pissing money away here, but I'm gonna go Miami.
I'm with you.
Miami it is.
Such a big.
I'm gonna go Miami. I thought it was like 13. I was ready to go Bama for sure, but I'm gonna go
It
Miami.
sounds like a big number, but when you say 3 touchdowns, I'm like, yeah.
I know. I remember. You remember it was Michigan, Bama. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna be the huge game." Florida State, man. Actually, Florida State hung. That wasn't a bad game, actually. For a little while, and then it was.
Then it was bad.
Yeah.
I'm like Blake and Baker on this. It's like some fades I'm not going against anymore.
I'm going Miami. I'm gonna do it again. Give me Miami.
So we got Miami and we got Wisconsin.
Yep. All right. And then speaking of Florida State, got number 9 North Dakota. Jeez. Number 9 Notre Dame on the road against FSU. 7:30 ABC. Notre Dame laying 7.5.
Florida State's at Notre Dame?
No,
so.
Notre Dame's at Florida State.
Yeah. What did I say?
It's neutral.
I think,
is it a neutral site game?
No. I think it's a home game. I think it's a Florida State.
Notre
State,
Dame
right?
is going down to Florida State, and they're a 7-point favorite.
7.5 point favorites. Yep.
I think Florida State's going to get them.
Really?
Yes.
I was going to take Florida State. I'm going to take Florida State. Yeah.
Florida State's going to get them down there.
All right.
Is it a night game?
7:30 ABC. Yep.
Oh,
and that's at Florida State, right?
At Florida State. That's how I saw it, at least.
That's what I thought.
Somebody please confirm that it's they're going down into
let's see here.
Tallahassee.
Notre Dame.
Because I know you can say it would be. I mean, it's like an ACC game, so I guess it would be. Ooh.
Yeah, give me Florida State.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And I'm not afraid of Notre Dame. Like, I watched them too many times. I'm just like, I don't love Notre Dame.
What, speaking of that really quick, would that shake up? I think that would do. Can you imagine if
yes,
Florida State beats Notre Dame, or if Miami did beat Alabama? I don't think it's going to happen, but say they did. That would be a week 1 shake. Like Georgia beating Clemson's not a week 1 shake. Whatever. Clemson beating Georgia, that's a heavyweight fight.
Yep.
Nobody. But one of those 2 games, and as much as Louisville beating Ole Miss isn't like a national TV shakeup. It might be. People will accept Louisville.
It depends on how you beat them.
No, it's not. Like, but if Miami were to beat Bama or Florida State beat Notre Dame, that would be like a week 1. Like, ooh.
And
it's not the same old this year,
Yeah, and here's the thing. I just think,
especially Miami over Bama.
I think Florida State beating Miami is just saying more about Notre Dame than Florida State.
Yeah.
I just think the time, Notre Dame has had Florida State they're going to be a live wire. They're going to be a live wire.
Because imagine the feeling around college football if Miami were to knock off Bama. And it's like, wait a minute. Bama's 0-1. Miami, a team like Miami.
It's game on for the whole league.
Because Miami immediately goes into the top 5. So now Miami's a top 5 team.
And it knocks that SEC on its on its keister to start the year.
Like I said, with that said, you're probably right. Bama probably pulls away, and you're like, because Texer did say it, and I agree with him. So Miami can't even beat Clemson, and I do remember last year the hype, and then it was like,
rethinking.
This game sucks. Clemson's out here working them, It was like so, but it would be different. It would be different.
It'll be game on. And again, it'll shake up that SEC arrogance if that happened in the beginning.
But I am taking Florida State. Florida State in that one.
Everybody in the country is pulling from Miami.
Like, I'm taking Florida State to win.
Yeah.
Like Miami, I'm like, I think they'll
hang in there.
They might lose by 17, but I'm taking Florida State to win. Yeah, I think they'll win that game.
But we are just going against the spread. So
we are going against the spread.
But
yeah,
you're
so
adding the caveat.
I'm
that
adding.
You're
Yeah.
taking FSU straight.
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
too.
yeah. Yep.
Wow. Okay. FSU money line. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna take FSU and the points in that one. All right. Two more.
We'll do our picks, our caller picks tomorrow. So keep these names.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap up in the ACC, but before we do that, one that's definitely near and dear to our buddy Jack Grossman's heart. It'll be number 17 IU on the road against number 18 Iowa. 3:30. You can catch that game on Big Ten Network. Iowa, they're laying 3.
Give me Iowa. Yeah. I
Really?
think the Indiana thing's over. I think it was fun. Listen.
Wow.
Yeah.
It only lasted a year, Steve.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
Sorry, Jackie.
Yeah. I think the Indiana thing's over.
Ooh, that's neat. Sorry, no, I got distracted by something that was going on outside.
Nick, you're gonna have
yes.
to run
Yeah,
that and grab that really quick.
All right. Well, I would like IU in that one, but I'm lukewarm on it. So if you guys can easily talk me out of it, and I got to go grab a door real fast.
And
fair enough.
We will have the
we'll wrap up really quick.
We will have the
we'll be ready to go off air when you get back.
So we'll come up with a prop tomorrow.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
What kind of props do you like?
Over under rushing. We can do Louisville game props. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Do the like over under rushing yards for Jalen Mitchell, or whatever. Do we get 75 yards over under whatever for Jalen or do a passing from Malik? Like, we could keep it Louisville centric.
Okay,
we can even do points. On Louisville score. Like, okay, Nick. So tomorrow we'll do the prop with Louisville.
I had one that I wanted to throw at you.
Okay.
It involved the school up a ways.
Oh, well, you know what?
Well,
to hell with Louisville. Let's do it with Kentucky.
I thought we could have a little fun. By the way, my last game I had on that list of 5 was number 5 Georgia, Clemson.
Oh, we had one more.
Yeah,
That's
7:30 ABC, Clemson laying 3.
And there's a lot of speculation over who may or may not play in that game.
Yeah. Right.
With that said, I'm going Georgia.
You're going to be motivated.
Yeah.
Go ahead and play us out, and you can talk over the music.
Okay. And Georgia
I wanna
money
make sure
line.
I
I want Georgia money line in that one too. Like, I think Georgia wins that game.